Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ray Guitar channel, and today we have quite a bit to talk about. But first, I want to address a bit of a controversy pertaining to myself. You guys might have seen a recent video in the wake of my unfortunate demise, and yes, it's true, I'm dead, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm actually speaking to you beyond the grave. This video has been pre-recorded for just this scenario, so I hope you guys enjoy my videos from here on out. But guys, let's get into the drama. What's going on today? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Tate, Big Daddy Tate. Oh, he's so muscly. Oh, he's so cool. Oh, he's got his Bugatti. He's got his sparkling water.
Now, the only water I drink is sparkling water, because sparkling water is for rich people.
Well, he was released from prison, and his brother Tristan Tate, but you know, he's not important because no one gives a who that guy is. I don't even know his real name. It could be Tristan, it can't be Tristan, it's actually Tobias. So, Andrew and Tobias recently got released from prison, per se. They actually just got put on house arrest. Assuming that there's nothing in the clause that they're, not allowed to broadcast to the internet or release anything on the internet, maybe they'll soon be taking up the old podcasting again. It would be kind of funny to see them back at it. And I will say, whenever they do come back to their podcast, there's no doubt in my mind that it won't. But after the Tates got back to their house, Andrew decided to make his statement for the first time since being out of prison, and this is what he had to say.
To the judges who heard us today, because they were very attentive and they listened to us and they let us free, so I have to give absolute respect to them. I have no resentment in my heart for the country of Romania or for anybody else. I just believe in the truth.
It was political, so...
I believe in God, and I think that the fire of truth will eventually destroy all lies, and anybody who lies in a long enough time frame will feel the sting of regret, and I believe in this.
Yeah, sure.
I truly believe that justice will be served in the end. There is 0% chance of me being found guilty of something I have not done. I maintain my absolute innocence, and I think most people understand this, and I look forward to being home. So thank you very much, everybody.
What are your plans for the next days?
When I was in jail, I did 7,417 push-ups. I would like to get to 10,000 before the end of the week. I will focus on the push-ups, and I will read the Quran.
MashaAllah, brother.
Thank you.
Alright, look at that, guys. He's focusing on the push-ups, the thing that really matters at the end of the day, not trying to get enough evidence to prove your innocence. But I guess, hey man, they have to prove that he's guilty, right? I don't know, I mean, at the end of the day, even if he is found guilty, there's still going to be swaths of lonely, desperate men who will still see him as some sort of savior and say, oh no, the courts were wrong, even though they'll probably never even watch the trial or anything about it. They'll just instantly believe whatever his secretary decides to tweet out from his account. But whenever he did get released, Aiden Ross decided to tweet out, "Welcome home, brothers. It must be a coincidence. You guys got out on the release date of The Matrix." Now, I will say that is pretty funny that they got released on the exact same day that The Matrix got released. I don't know, man. Does that prove something? Maybe they can use that one in court to prove their innocence. See, guys? See? It all makes sense. God wanted us to come out on this day. I don't know. Everything that comes from Andrew Tate just kind of seems like disingenuous, slimy bullshit. Now, I don't really even care if he is guilty or not at the end of the day. I'm not really fully into all of the legal mumbo-jumbo. I will say that whenever he talks, it is usually pretty entertaining. He can be a funny guy sometimes. I definitely don't think that he should be the masculine figure that the younger generation of men are looking up to. If you do treat him as your idol, then you literally are just looking at a fake Muslim who converted in order to justify his degeneracy. Some of his tweets after he got out have been pretty amusing and have been getting tons of views. For instance, he responded to this tweet saying, "Lock yourself in your bathroom without your phone or laptop and try to sit for an hour. I'm at day 43 and counting. I almost cried today. Almost." And then he responded saying, "I win, no tears." And then he also said, "Since last year, I've been in 24-hour lockdown. lockdown, no yard time, pacing a 3-meter cell with 0 electronics or outside contact, absolute clarity of mind, real thoughts, real plans, vivid pain. 1 hour home and I can't stand my phone. Some habits die hard. We must defeat Shaitan. And he's really leaning into that whole Muslim grift. But the video is literally just him pacing back and forth. He doesn't say anything, just smoking a cigar, walking around. Yeah, you're not missing much from this one, guys. And hey, even though everyone forgot about Tristan Tate, I won't, ladies and gentlemen. Tristan said, many convicted criminals on Instagram. I get falsely imprisoned, and when released without charge, I return to find my profile gone. My content is cars, suits, and motivational quotes. Who's got Zuck's number? Somebody talk to him for me. And that is surprising that for no reason at all, he just got banned off of Instagram, especially if he was inactive at the time. And I mean, his content is significantly tamed down compared to Andrew Tate's. He's a lot more careful with his delivery on things. But I mean, enough with Tristan. He's just a passing thought in this big old drama-filled day, ladies and gentlemen, because Andrew then continued on saying, investigated and followed for over a year across the planet. Subject any normal man to this, see what appears. No charges, 0 sexual perversions or immoralities. My detractors are too hate-filled to realize I am cleaner than 99.9% of the people who walk past in the mall. To say that he has 0 immoralities or sexual perversions is kind of fucking retarded. I don't know, maybe having a girlfriend in each state of the United States definitely sounds a bit perverted and immoral to me. Also, luring women to Romania by saying that you love them and that you want to get married to them and spend the rest of your life with them, only to then spring on the fact, oh, you actually want them to just do sex work for you. I don't know, seems a bit immoral to me. Unless you have a good rebuttal to all of that, then sure, maybe you aren't immoral for doing all of that, but something just tells me, man, you're not who you say you are. Especially if you talk so much on that kind of stuff about how it's hurting men and horrible for men. And why are you promoting it? Why are you using it to profit off of lonely, sad men? But I guess that's all beside the point, because it is Daddy Tate after all, and he can do no wrong. Top girl Kiko JD decided to tweet out, fuel your man with energy, not just sexual energy, but emotional and spiritual energy. If he's a worthy man, you in turn will reap big rewards. And I agree with this a lot. The most important aspects, at least in my relationship, and I think in the majority of healthy relationships, is that emotional energy and spiritual side to things. The intimacy is obviously important to a certain extent, for sure, but just that connection on that emotional level, allowing yourselves to both be vulnerable and be fully yourself, completely uncensored, is a superpower to have, and it's rejuvenating to be able to have that barrier, that filter down for extended periods of time and just truly be yourself. If you ever have to second guess a sentence that you want to say or a joke you want to make around your girlfriend, then that's not the person for you. But Andrew Tate decided to respond to that saying, to give a man emotional energy and take a man's emotional energy are completely different and often confused female actions. He needs fuel for the tank if you expect him to take you far. I mean, yeah, it's a fair point. Just like men, women can be incredibly calloused and hateful and manipulative. I don't really think that that's a gender thing, and I think the whole women are automatically more emotionally mature just because they cry more. It doesn't mean that they understand how to cope with those emotions, let alone empathize with someone else experiencing them. A vast majority of people, in my experience, are incapable of properly communicating their emotions and what made them feel that way. And if you are good at that, then you probably have a lot of successful relationships in your life. But here you go. Here's another dude's reaction. Carlos R. Ocelot. We're gonna be watching the reaction of a Minecraft cat. He said, keep the same energy, and then posted this video.
So Tristan and Andrew Tate are now in house arrest which is not quite out of jail, but it's progress, which progress is good always. We take those. I sent a voice note to both him and Andrew. Andrew responded as well. I've been in touch with his team or with friends of his as well here in Dubai for the longest time and getting very close to the situation. And honestly, I'm just very happy that the truth actually eventually comes out. And it's just unacceptable that all the, forget the jail time, forget the time there. Ultimately, people like Tristan and Andrew will use this to their advantage. They will become stronger, okay? But forget about this. Now think about all these worms and insects that spoke about them as if they committed the crimes that are being said they committed without any proof, okay? And these people like Hasanabi, Destiny, I don't watch a lot of this. To be honest, I don't watch any of it, but I know these two in particular. And people like them, you know what? I hope they keep the same energy if the brothers end up being out of jail because there's no proof of any wrongdoing here. I hope they keep the same energy, but you know what? They will not. They will not. Why? Because they're insects. They are worms, And the only thing they do it for clicks, and they do it for attention economy. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about who did what. Like, imagine for a second. Imagine you hate somebody, okay? I'm sure there's people you don't like in your life. I personally don't hate people, but I don't like some people. Even if Hasanabi comes tomorrow and is, in jail, and there is no proof of him having committed any crime for being in jail, I will defend Hasanabi, even though he's a... Why? Because my heart is in the right place. My heart is pure in this regard. How can you have the balls to speak out loud in public, keeping that energy, just because you don't like a person? How insane is that? I will never understand this, and I will never understand the lack of morals and the lack of principles that lead you to think this way.
No, I can agree with him. Hassan is definitely a bit bombastic whenever it comes to the whole Andrew Tate topic. Sorry for the rain in the background, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not God after all. I can't stop the rain, even though I can resurrect myself. But Hassan, instantly jumping on, oh, he is most definitely a human trafficker. Not even saying allegedly, not even acting like he cares about innocent till proven guilty. It's definitely disgusting, and I can agree with him on that one. But Destiny even said, hey, let's just wait and see. He gives his opinion and says, yeah, I think he might be guilty from the videos that I've seen, and him literally admitting to it on video.
Girls are the driving force. So when I realized I had all these assets, I had to find a way to monetize the assets. I knew some street pimps. I've known them for a long time. Straight street pimping is in fact, no, it's not a completely different game. The psychological aspect is the same. Long story short, blah, 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 discovered webcam and went from there. Flew all 5 girls in at once, sat them all down, so I've been going out with all of you. Here's the truth. Starting a business, you want to make money or not. 2 decided to stay, 3 started crying, got back on the plane, because they were all different places in the world. I had them for when I was fighting, so I went and fought in Slovakia, got a girlfriend. Went and fought in France, got a girlfriend. Went and fought, so I had all the girls around the world. So I told them all to fly in, sat them all down together. Like, who the fuck are all these other girls? I was like, okay, truth time. Bang. Your goal is to inspire a girl to make money and give you the money. So the way you're going to do that is you have to have some element of influence, and you're going to have that element of influence through her respecting you, looking up to you, and her believing she needs you. And this is extremely important, because at the beginning she will need you, but then she won't need you. But you have to keep that fallacy, keep that dream alive. I had a separate phone with all my girls' guys in that phone, and I kept control of it. And I would speak to them, and before she went online, I would tell her any basic information. You don't let your girl have this, because if your girl ever runs off and leaves you, you don't want her to have an address book of all the guys she can get money from. You want her to leave and go, well, I don't know the account, I don't have the password to the account, I've never set it up before, I don't know how the banking works, I don't have any of my guys' phone numbers, I have nothing. And that's why they don't want to leave, because they're like, oh, well, he has everything, I need him. I have to stay with him, he has everything. It's important, I'm telling you, it's a very important element, that control. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. You need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax, because girls are lazy and girls are stupid and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. It allows you to pay her a smaller percentage. So I used to pay my girls 30%. So for every $10,000 they made, I'd give them 3, and I'd keep 7. They thought they were on 50%. And I said that the disparity is because of taxes. So you're on 50%, but we had to pay the tax first, and then it's 50-50. If they say, why is it 50-50? Because I'm the one on camera. You say, because I'm the one typing, I'm the one with the property you're working in, I'm the one paying the bills, the electricity, I'm the one who's, and the electricity and every other maintenance cost of this property, I'm the one who bought the equipment, I'm the one who knows what he's doing, I'm the one with the knowledge, I'm the da-da-da-da-da-da. Shut the f*** up, go online. And they should be pretty happy with that if they respect you as a person overall. So really you're paying 30, you tell them you're paying 50, difference is in the tax. That's where the disparity lies, taxes. If they don't believe you or they want to get fresh or whatever, print out some tax forms. I used to do this all the time. I used to print out some random tax forms and say, yeah, sign here and sign this. What is it? It's for the tax. You want to pay the tax or not? Oh, okay. And they just sign away. They don't know what they're fucking signing. I'll throw them away afterwards. But they think something's happening. Something real's happening. Nothing's happening besides me getting rich. You have to fuck the girls. You cannot do a business relationship with a female. I'll tell you why. Women have sex with somebody. If they're not fucking you, they're fucking somebody else. Now, a woman is always going to be the most loyal to the guy she's fucking, as opposed to anyone else for any other reason. If you have a girl work for you and you say, look, we're going to be business partners, we're going to make money, here's your cut, here's my cut, we're going to work together, blah, 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 blah. I've had dudes, I've known loads of guys who've like tried to do a contract with a girl, tried to sit there and talk common sense to a girl. When's the last time talking common sense to a girl has ever worked? Ever. If you're not fucking the girl, she is fucking someone else. And that other person she's fucking is going to have the control over her mind.
From all of the evidence and everything out there, he looks a little sus. That's all I gotta say. I guess other than all of that, guys, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I want to start a new little thing here on the channel. A bit of audience interaction, if you will. If you go to Instagram and just take a screenshot of my video and post it on your Instagram story, or just a pic of you watching the videos, and then tag me at Rayest of Guitards, I'll repost you on Instagram, and the first person to do that whenever these videos drop will get a shout out at the beginning of the next video. So if you're interested, go and do that. If not, you don't have to, whatever. Other than all of that, gay retard out.